morning, Wednesday, oh, August 27th, 2025. I'm Larissa. It's my video diary. Time has come to drink from a new skull. I had 2 skull mugs, and one of them broke in the dishwasher, so I got me a new one to replace it. Yeah, it's not exactly the same, no, but it's similar. It has an arm for a handle. So anyway, yesterday, oh my gosh, I've been so tired lately, and I don't know, like more tired than normal. I'm not sure. Like I think it's a combination of things. I think it's a combination of things. This time of year, the redwoods are dropping pollen, and there's a high mold count. So there's that. But I've just been so emotionally drained lately. I think that has a lot to do with it. And I've been trying some new supplements for stuff, and my body is just like, what is going on? I've seen some improvement in things that I wanted to see improvement in, but then there's like other stuff now that my body's just like, what the hell? You know? So I'm just like, I don't even know. I don't even know. Yeah. Yeah. Yesterday, well, just talking about the emotional draining as well. It's just like I recently had interaction with my father. And am I saying I am perfect? No, I'm not. But stuff that he's like pissed about, it's like stuff from when I was like a toddler, when I was a child, small child. It's like, you're holding grudges against me for being a child? It's like, oh my God. Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know. Coming to terms with seeing parents in a different light as an adult, right? There were things that I used to blame myself for that I look back at now and I'm just like, oh, as an adult, I'm like, oh, no, 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 you weren't the adult in the situation there. You were the child. That's not your fault, kind of stuff. It's like, okay. And I don't know, it can be exhausting releasing self-blame in that way for things like that. So it's just I've been having interaction with people really drains me. And yesterday I had my vanity appointments, my eyelashes and my nails. And oh, my nails are finally starting to look better. Oh my God. Oh, I had that allergic reaction to that product on my hands, right? Like, and my nails that I had spent all this time growing out after having them damaged by an acrylic product, right, were then horribly damaged again, right? But they're finally starting to look better. Oh, at least all of the nail bed is covered with nail, right? Because like that product really chewed up my hands really badly, and just kind of gross. Mm. So just feeling a little raggedy, right? Feeling a little raggedy. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. But oh, I was irritated yesterday. Like I'm changing. I'm making a lot of big dietary changes because Omar has some stuff going on and have to make some dietary changes for him. And it's hard when you have to when you're making two totally different menus for people, and it's hard cooking for just two people to begin with, right? When you're doing portioning and everything, it's like it's easier to cook for four more people, right? That's easier to do when you're buying stuff and portioning stuff out. But cooking for one is the worst, but cooking for two isn't much better, right? So, oh, long story short, I'm trying to add seafood back into my diet, and my body is not happy. And I'm still eating vegetarian most of the time, but I guess technically at trying to add seafood back in, that makes me a pescatarian, but my body is not happy, right? Oh, yesterday, and I was so sore, and it's just, why does everything have to be so challenging, right? Why does it have to be so hard? So I leave from my appointments, and I was upset with myself because I was running late, and Omar makes really good coffee. He makes really good coffee, but the coffee wasn't ready in time for me to leave. And he's like, "Oh, can't you wait just 9 minutes?" Well, 9 minutes was enough to like put me really behind schedule, right? And I was hungry, and I was feeling a little angry about being hungry. Like I was hangry, is what the issue was. And partially a product of like changing my diet. And anyway, I was hungry. I needed to eat something. Like I needed to eat something. So I stopped. I had like 8 minutes until my appointment. So I stopped and I ordered. This is what I said to the girl at the counter. And she was a girl, young girl, big fat girl, like three of me, right? That kind of fat. And she was moving real slow, and I was just like, okay, fat girl, all right. And then I was like, oh, you stupid fat girl trying to get food to put in your fat fucking face, and you're calling this girl fat girl. And I get up to the counter finally, and I say, can I please have a tomato, egg, and cheese croissant? That's what I wanted. Really, I just wanted the eggs. But I needed a way of shoveling it in my face. She's like, okay. So I pay for that. And I sit down. And they bring it out. And it's a ham and egg sandwich. I never said anything about ham. And I don't eat it. It's not that I don't like it. And places do this though. Like they think it's funny. Like I'll order so many places. I've had this happen where, okay, I get to the bottom of my hash browns and there's a big chunk of bacon on the bottom. Or, some such thing. Right? Oh, all the women at that church used to do that too. And my mother, she's saying, you don't really need to have no meat. Like it's just it's but you know, and I was hungry and I can't eat this shit because it's not a matter of just taking it off. And then I was late, then I was late for my appointment. It made my whole day late, and just it's a small thing, I know, first world problem, whatever. There's like people who would love to have a piece of ham to eat, I'm sure. But you know, just small things like that. But it happens, it's like all the time, right? It's all the time. All the time. Anyway. Anyway. I'm trying to not be a bitch. I just. So I come home, I'm just exhausted. I'm just fucking exhausted. Yeah. I'm going to the gallery today. Work on making a few things. There's a few things I want to make. Get that done. Yeah. Oh, got all this shit in the mail about the the Schwarzenegger and his bullshit, Don't let them gerrymander here in California. Schwarzenegger needs to shut his fucking mouth, Mr. I'm gonna fuck the nanny. Mr. I'm gonna fuck the nanny. Another family values, another family values, and Mr. I'm gonna trick everybody and get this other shitty legislation about cannabis on the ballot so that we don't vote on what the good legislation is, and so it screws over the California economy and does nothing but continue to put money in the pockets of cartels. Yeah, that was Schwarzenegger's fucking fault. And he is the reason. He is the reason I don't sign petitions anymore. Yeah. He looks like a fucking Muppet. Oh my God. Schwarzenegger. And it's not that I believe in gerrymandering. I don't. But, if Texas and all of these GOP states are going to do it, other states need to do it too. Right? And there's that idiot Trump. Oh, I'm going to sue California. For what? For doing the same thing that your buddies are doing? You fucking called Greg Abbott and asked him to do it, but you're going to sue California over it? Oh, okay. Fucking dictator piece of shit. I'm not a dictator. I have common sense. Okay. Meanwhile, intellectuals all over this country are making statements about, yes, this is fascism. This is, in fact, fascism. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. But, for people like me, the Democrats weren't any better, right? People like me who are conservative on economy, right? Conservative on economics and trade, but are liberal when it comes to human rights, right? I don't fit on either side. And so both sides have abused me. And so it's like, I was abused in Chicago, right? And the Industrial Areas Foundation is based out of Chicago, so it's like, geez, I kind of see why he's going after Chicago, right? Because they are not without corruption politically, right? But deploying, trying to deploy, and trying to deploy, we're deploying military troops on American soil to act as law enforcement is fascism, right? Whether I personally like the city or not, right? Or agree with their politics. But it comes down to, if your voting base votes for something, it's my job as a fellow American to respect your voting constituency, the wishes of your voting constituency in your city. And I don't have to live there, right? It's part of what's supposed to compel individual civic involvement. And eventually he will come after other GOP majority communities. Eventually he will. It's like people won't be speaking up on these infringements, because they'll be like, oh yeah, I agree. I don't like those people either. But eventually he's going to infringe on something that's going to piss you off. And then you're going to be like, hey, wait, but what about me? I've been your friend. No, it's not how it fucking works. It's why we're supposed to have checks and balances, right? We're not all supposed to agree with each other all the time, but it's not the right of one side to militarize, to install their agenda. This is fascism. And like I said, it's not because I have any great love for Chicago or LA or DC, right? But I do have some amount of respect for our Constitution and what our rights are as Americans. And just because I don't agree with another American doesn't mean I want their human rights violated, because their human rights are my human rights. But the thing is nobody felt that way for me, right? And I've had some horrible, horrible things done to me by the left as well. And dealing with that, when I wake up in the morning and I have that problem with my legs, that is a result of that drug that I was given when I was wrongfully detained. Right? Under the Obama administration. Yeah. Oh, I don't even want to get into it. It's a long story. But it was bullshit. It was bullshit then, it's bullshit now. But people act like that shit didn't happen. You're hearing stories about now, oh, GOP is doing this, GOP is doing that, and blah, blah, blah. It's activists here and blah, blah, blah. That shit was happening under Obama and under Biden as well. It's just that you didn't hear about it because the media didn't cover it. We were told we're crazy. Right? But now they're doing it out in the open. Right? It emboldened the GOP. They're like, oh, well, if they can do that, then we're going to do it too. And you know what? We're going to do it unapologetically and right out in the open. Yeah, that's what's happening. That is what's happening. Right? So, like, on one hand, it's like hard for me to feel bad, but except that it affects all of us. It just makes me disgusted. It just makes me disgusted. Talking a little bit about one of the things with the woman that's doing my nails now yesterday. She's like, oh, what if I helped you find an attorney? I'm like, I've talked to so many attorneys and they all tell me the same thing. You don't have enough money to pay me. And she's like, but that's like an injustice. Like, that's something that they should be taking. I'm like, no, I'm not the right color. I don't come from the right family, for that kind of thing. No, I don't have the money to pay for it. So no, I don't get justice. You have to either fit somebody's racist political agenda, right? You got to be somebody's show pony, or you got to be a rich bitch in order to have any kind of justice in this country. And I'm neither of those things. Right? My Ukrainian heritage is too far removed to be considered Ukrainian, right? Can't be like, oh, look at this Ukrainian American. No, that's not what I am. Yeah, I have family that emigrated from that area, but it wasn't called Ukraine at the time. So I'm not even like, it's like I can't even like, oh, it all just irritates me. All just irritates me. It's just all disgusting. I bet you nobody would give me shit for wearing my babushka anymore, would they? Oh, I used to get shit for wearing babushka. Because I used to wear babushka all the time. Yeah. Whatever. Whatever. Now it would be fashionable, wouldn't it? Oh, yeah. People disgust me. This country disgusts me. Americans disgust me. MAGA folks, all of these people who support this and call themselves patriots, you're wiping your ass with the fucking Constitution? That's what's patriotic? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. Anyway. Anyway.